Hi, it's me again. Expat, anguished, first-time mom with another video. So, apart from motherhood, uncertainty has been the main theme for me in 2023. My maternity leave is now coming to an end. I feel like this is all I talk about now. Damn. And rather than enjoying my baby for my last few weeks as a full-time mom, I'm just straight up panicking. I simply don't know how things will play out next year. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not feeling like this just now. I felt like this all throughout the year. Literally every day, I thought about how desperate I would be once my maternity leave ended. To the point, I'm not even sure if I enjoyed it enough, you know? Is everybody this crazy or is it just me? Do let me know in the comments. Do you also struggle to be in the moment because you worry so much about the future?
Are you a worrier? Yes. I worry about like everything.
Seriously, how do you cope? I need to know. I need help.
Everything. Future, past, present.
So I found this interesting paper from the University of Toronto, which will be linked below in the description. The article is titled, "The Devil You Know. Neuroticism Predicts Neural Response to Uncertainty." And it was an aha moment for me. It seems to be clear in psychology that individuals are sensitive to negative information more than they are to positive feedback. And that's presumably because negative feedback can be interpreted as threats, which are more relevant than non-threatening information when it comes to the survival of the species. However, something that has been overlooked in literature, according to this article, is how individuals react to the unknown, to uncertain information. Uncertainty can be defined as the anticipation of a poorly defined threat. The key word here is anticipation.
I feel dizzy, I don't feel well. Do you hear a ringing?
And there is one particular personality trait that is very much drawn to anticipating.
If I have a brain tumor, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Don't have a brain tumor.
Neuroticism.
He likes neurotics.
Oh, I like blondes.
The personality trait associated with anxiety and negative emotion. So if you're high in neuroticism, like yours truly, according to this research, you would rather face something awful but known to you.
I'm gonna start screaming.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I can handle it.
than dealing with an unknown enemy.
All right, start screaming.
Or as the authors put it, at high levels of neuroticism, people prefer the devil they know over the devil they do not know. Brilliant. So I just kept thinking, why? Why would you prefer the devil you know over the devil you don't know? I mean, in theory, the unknown can be one of these three things. It can be awful, but it can also be great or just neutral. 2 out of those 3 options are just fine. So why would you anticipate so much? What is the use of anticipating? Or I guess what I'm trying to ask is, in a broader sense, what is the use of being neurotic? I thought about it a great deal, and I have 3 answers for it. One more superficial, another one more practical, and then a third one more existential. So bear with me a little bit. Why do neurotic people worry so much? To be prepared. We need to think of every possible outcome, and even some impossible ones too, because we don't want to be caught off guard. We have no repertoire for improvising. We suck at it. We need to know what will happen with detail. For example, I just got back from a trip to our home country, and we stayed at my in-laws, and it was great. But because everyone knew we were there, and my in-laws are very social, and everyone wanted to meet our child, people wouldn't stop coming to see us, sometimes unannounced, which I'm not used to. It was a particular day that I was just exhausted from all the social interaction, and that got the best of me. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm prepared, if I know who's coming and at what time they're coming, I can do much better in a social situation. What is the use of neurotic people? Apart from making good art sometimes.
My lawyer will call your lawyer.
I don't have a lawyer. Have him call my doctor.
We are quirky, harmless, troubled souls. You don't see us as threats, and so we get to survive another day. Look at that poor soul. She's over there, pale and skinny, Googling her symptoms and thinking she's got cancer. We get people's sympathy, you know, and that is one way to survive. It's a legitimate way. What is the use of neuroticism? Maybe, and I got this idea from a Woody Allen movie, maybe we worry so much about every mundane aspect of our lives to avoid deeper questions. Like, my hometown will never feel like home again because I no longer live there, and everyone moved on just fine without me, and I'm now living in a cold, distant land in which I don't fully belong. Or like the fact that I love my family so deeply. It's overwhelming, especially now that I get to see them so little. Instead of facing that fact, I just focus on the anger over stupid misunderstandings or just those little things instead of the bigger picture. I'm missing out on so much. And not only that, I'm preventing my child from being closer to them. So yeah, sure enough, I'll just keep worrying about the end of my maternity leave. Just wanted to talk about neuroticism in a different light. From all the big 5 personality traits, I can see good things and bad things about most of them, except neuroticism. Neuroticism is the only one that feels like, what is the use of this shit? Is there any use? Why do neurotics exist? It doesn't help to think that way, you know? It for sure doesn't help to try to hide that you're so worried all the time. Like, I am guilty of that. And so, of course, I've decided to embrace that side of my personality in Woody Allen fashion. And, of course, not let it control me, but also not try to hide it, because that doesn't help. Subscribe.